No one talks about how hard it is to rebuild, how heavy the silence feels when you're starting over from scratch. You want to change, but your environment keeps dragging you back into the same loops. And still, you wake up. You try to get things done, eat something, lift weights, breathe through the noise. You smile a little, even when it's forced. Because deep down you know this version of you is fighting to exist. Rebuilding isn't pretty, it's slow. But one day you'll look around and realize all those quiet days, all those invisible efforts, they were building a life that finally feels like peace. Every winter, people start to slow down. Days feel shorter and motivation drops. And we just coast. But what if winter is actually the perfect season to reset your life and grow? And this video is your full guide to building your winter arc. And I'll share 5 steps that will help you focus, stay disciplined, and actually flourish in this season. And I'll also show you how I'm applying them in my own life. So let's get into it. By the way, this is my partner, I guess, my friend. I don't have social life, whatever. Let's get into it. So the step 1 will be choosing your growth pillars. One mistake we all make when we are trying to glow up is trying to do everything at once. We write this massive to-do list, start a crazy fitness routine, try to pick up 3 new skills, and then crash after 2 weeks. The truth here is your winter arc should be focused. Think of it like picking your main arcs in anime storyline. You can develop every character at once. You lock in on 2 or 3. For me, my winter arc pillars would be coding, content, and fitness. These are the 3 areas I want to come out of winter feeling stronger in. And for you, it might be your studies, finance, and projects. And here's the science. Multitasking lowers your productivity up to 40%. And your brain isn't wired to split focus like that. So when you commit to few growth pillars, you give yourself permission to go deeper and actually see results. And that's how your arc becomes real growth instead of just aesthetic Pinterest boards. And coming to step 2, it is romanticizing discipline. Basically, you gotta make the grind feel beautiful. And I do this by creating small rituals. Lemon water before my workout, rosemary tea while journaling, and a cozy playlist when I'm coding. And these little habits tell my brain this moment is special and this routine is mine. Psychologically, pairing a positive sensory experience with a habit is called habit stacking. And it's proven to make habits stick because your brain starts craving the ritual. So instead of just forcing yourself to study or code, make it cinematic. Light a candle, pour your tea. It's not just aesthetics, it's behavior science. And the step 3 is building microstructures. Consistency comes from structure, not willpower. If you are depending on motivation every day, you will fail. Instead, build microstructures which will guide your day. This could mean a morning ritual that sets the tone or 3 daily non-negotiables. For me, I keep my to-do list super short. Just 3 main tasks, that's it. Studies shows that when you finish smaller, achievable goals, your brain releases dopamine, which makes you want to keep going. So instead of writing crazy list like workout, study for 5 hours, edit 3 videos, read 2 chapters. Instead, just focus on your 3 pillars. Mine might be finish 1 coding exercise, fill 1 piece of content, and complete 45 minutes workout. Simple, repeatable, and effective. Over time, that compounds into massive progress. Here comes the step 4, balance, hustle, and recovery. Here's the part most people forget, recovery. We glamorize hustle culture like we have to grind 24/7, but the truth is recovery makes your hustle more powerful. When I was ignoring rest, I noticed my workouts sucked.
My focus was weak and mentally I felt foggy. But now I treat recovery as a part of the process. That means slow morning whenever I feel exhausted, journaling when I have so much going on in my head, and stretching or walking instead of pushing myself to exhaustion. And there's actual science here too. Quality sleep improves memory consolidation and sleep retention. Meaning, if you're coding or learning a new skill, your brain will literally process and store it better when you rest. So, no, rest isn't laziness, it's a part of the arc. Here comes the fifth step: track progress and reflect. Track everything. You can't grow what you don't measure. That could be journaling your workouts, logging your content progress, or keeping a weekly reflection page. Personally, I write down my coding progress, note down how I feel during workouts, and track how consistent I was with content. It's not about being perfect, it's about building awareness. When you reflect weekly, you see patterns: what's draining you, what's working, what's missing. And when winter ends, you will have proof how far you have come, not just in numbers but in mindset. And that's how, my friends, we turn season into arc. So that's the blueprint of your winter arc. Pick your pillars, romanticize discipline, build structure, balance hustle with recovery, and track your progress. Your winter doesn't have to feel like survival mode. This can be the season you build in silence. So by spring, your glow up will be undeniable. This is the whole guide for upcoming winter arc, and I personally can't wait to see how we grow together. Hope you like this video. If you do, please subscribe as I'm new to this channel, and I'll make sure there will be videos every week. I'll make sure. Bye, love you guys.